This video is about what I found out when exploring the topic. The topic is, what is the best Apache configuration way to convert a browser request of HTTP URL with an HTTPS URL? In other words, I have a website and I want all the pages on it to be accessed using HTTPS, which means port 443. But I am concerned that someone may type HTTP instead of HTTPS, and I want the response to be, user-friendly. And also, I want it to go to port 443, because that's for SSL. So, what did I find? I found this one dude on YouTube, and his channel, or him, he is called Helpful Technology Videos. And he says, what I should do is have a default virtual host which listens on port 80, set up like this. And then it should only have server name and server alias. And it should have a directive like this one, redirect permanent, the root of the document, root of the web server, and then the URL that you want it to redirect to. Okay? And also do service Apache reload. Well, okay, that's obvious. And test it and show it, okay. I should also add this to all my enabled virtual hosts. I should have server alias for sam.buscompanyx.com because that's the actual server name for the machine. Although my website is either buscompanyx.com or www.buscompanyx.com because those are the two that are in the SSL certificate. And I believe it's a domain-based SSL certificate. Now, if someone actually reaches my website using sam.buscompanyx.com, if the page were to load with that domain name in it, then the SSL would say that there's something wrong with the website. But since I'm going to have redirection, this won't happen. And it will redirect the HTTP to HTTPS with the correct URL and path. I'll have to see this to really get an idea what it's going to be like. Here's a tip for system administration. I always use nsite to enable a new site, A2nsite. If I really just wanted to create a symlink, this command would work, ln-s, and then sites available. I mean, this particular example would create a link, symbolic link called buscox.conf in the sites enabled folder if the sites enabled folder is the current folder. So it's ln-s, and then the file relative path to it for the file that I want the symlink to be to. Tip, to tell Apache to listen on port 83, edit ports.conf, add the directive listen 83. That way you can have a virtual host for port 83. If you want to have a virtual host that listens on a particular IP, like in my case, I already have one that listens to an IP, which is the IP that's assigned to me. But if I wanted to have a second IP-based virtual host, I would need to add that IP address as an alias to Ethernet 0, okay? And watch the original video. And that's the video that I just mentioned at the beginning. Or actually, he has another video in this series which I watched, and they're both linked to in my playlist. And I'll mention the second video. You know what? I better show you both of those videos just so to be sure. Okay, it's these two videos right here by Helpful Technology Videos. This one and this one. So now I know how to have a web server respond to a browser requesting a different port number or a different domain name. In other words, multiple port numbers, multiple domain names, and even multiple IP addresses. Just go, refer to those two videos by this one very helpful person. And here I wrote down the name of his video, and this is his channel. It's called Helpful Technology Videos. Now, there's another Apache configuration way of redirecting non-port 443 requests to HTTP to a particular, URL. It can be found in the YouTube channel, in the YouTube video called Redirect a PHP Website to HTTPS Without Using .htaccess file. However, and this is what the code looks like supposedly. However, I settled this controversy because there seems to be some people who do it using mod rewrite, which that's what this is. And then there's a few people, although they seem more trustworthy or, it's easier to believe that they know what's best. And they use the method I just mentioned in the beginning here, which uses redirect permanent as the directive. So there are some well-regarded people who say that redirect permanent is the better way. And that's it for this video. This is one of those articles written by those well-regarded people, and this whole website right here, it's a apache.org wiki specifically for HTTPD, which is Apache. They have other products besides Apache HTTPD server, and the main page is the front page right here. So this is where I found some of the good information. That's it.